Let me ask you, how do you deal with my baby daddy? Is spark your code for sex? Because I need to know. Yeah.
You gotta love it all.
The good, the bad, the ugly,
good,
and
the
the
bad,
jiggly.
The ugly and the jiggly.
We should have fucking took shots.
Well, there's fucking
Instead of
tequila
coffee.
in there if you want.
No, thank you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. First video of 2022. I am so excited. Honestly, okay, let's be real for a second. It took us like 30 minutes to get this setup going. Hoyle is in his little swing. I was over my hair. It was hot in here. If you guys know the feeling of feeling flustered, that was late. But okay, but we're good now, right?
We're good.
We're good.
It's getting hot now though.
No, ya no empecemos otra vez. But anyways, you guys, I thought it'd be perfect to start off this year with a Q&A. It's gonna be a couples Q&A, but we're gonna start off telling you guys a little bit about ourselves and just like get the basic out the way. So if you're new here, pa que nos conozcan, and if you're not, well, again, welcome back. But before we continue, I did want to say that one of my things for this year is to start doing giveaways on this channel. You have to dance with me. If you see me dancing, tú también ándale.
I don't even know how to dance.
So the reason I wanted to start doing giveaways is for one, for our little family to grow, but also a way for me to give back to you guys. We're gonna start off this giveaway. I think I'm gonna like switch them up a little bit. You know, sometimes I want to give away like a new nail set. I don't know, some makeup, some coffee. I don't know, some shmoney. For now, the first giveaway is going to be a $100 gift card to my boutique. So all you have to do is subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, which I know a lot of you guys haven't. I checked my analytics. So be subscribed, like this video, comment down whichever was, I don't know, your favorite question, your favorite answer, anything, and then as well as your PayPal and your Cash App. And that's it.
Yep.
That's it. So be sure to do that right now.
Just
I'm nervous.
Chug your coffee.
You're right. That's gonna make me start talking even faster. De por si no me entienden.
I gotta get ready for dance moves apparently.
So let's just get the about us out of the way. My name is Selene and this is Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm 29.
31. I'm 31.
31 and I'm a Pisces.
I'm an Aries.
Is that the basic? Oh, my family is from Zacatecas. I seen that question in there también. And then...
And mine is from Chihuahua.
And Joel over there is from Denver.
From Denver.
Okay, so I think that's like the basics out the way. Let's get into these questions once and for all. Feels like this has been dragging all day, huh? You guys went crazy asking these questions. So look at all these questions. It keeps going.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there was a lot. So we're just gonna answer these as they go. Ready?
Okay, go.
Okay. Oh, we're starting off strong. When are you getting married? Okay,
When
you when you get married versus me. It's like, yo.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean,
Go ahead.
we talked about it a lot, right?
Yeah, we have.
And I mean, we have a plan, obviously, right?
Yeah. I'm like, tell me more. It's like
about when we're getting married.
Yes.
But now engagement, that's a different thing, right? When are we getting engaged, I guess?
Yeah, so
No,
let
so then-
me start this off by saying I told Jesus he wasn't allowed to propose to me while I was pregnant. That was a personal choice. I just didn't picture like the video or like the memory. You acá con una panzota. Like, no offense, I know you guys look beautiful pregnant. You know, personally, that wasn't my vibe. So I told him, yeah, no. So I told him, do not ask me to marry you all pregnant, and definitely not right away either. Yeah, because I still gotta work on that. We have talked about we do want to get married and make it official, but we definitely want to be engaged también. And I feel like our engagement will be a little bit of a longer one because we have goals before that. Are you planning on having more kids? If so, how many? Hell no. No. I did not want to have any more kids at all. Even this one over here was a really hard pregnancy.
No, you were planned, papi, okay?
He was planned, but he was rough. So yeah, I definitely do not want more kids. I'm perfectly content now with just all boys, little boy mom, and yeah, so no more kids for us. And someone over here.
And she does have another kid.
We're gonna be not getting married. I also got this question asked. Somebody asked me what birth control I was on and what I would recommend. So basically, we talked about it, and I did not want to get back on birth control. It really messes me up hormonally, huh? And we both can't handle it. Yo ni me aguanto yo sola, menos.
We call that side of her emotions Patricia. We don't like Patricia.
Yeah, we don't like Patricia. Patricia is rude and mean and spicy. Hormonal, right? So anyways, yeah, we just didn't do that, and yeah, so he took care of it. How do you deal with baby mama / daddy problems as a couple? I saw a lot of questions under this topic, so and I did look at these questions, and I did try to figure out how I was going to say this as nicely as possible. So basically, the way that I deal with it is now that I'm older and more mature, I've realized that you can deal with someone without seeing eye to eye, and you don't necessarily have to respect them or like them even. We're all adults. It's nothing personal. Any problems that I have with Jill's dad, I handle. Any problems that he has with Jaden's mom, he handles. If it involves us as a unit, like our unit, then we definitely talk about it. We try to figure it out. But with that being said, try to keep feelings, egos out of the way as much as we can for the best interest of the child. Yeah. So we deal with anything that affects them, but not anything that affects like us personally. Yeah. Let me ask you, how do you deal with my baby daddy? Ew. That's so ghetto.
No problem. And we never had issues at all whatsoever.
How would you describe your journey from meeting Jesus to now?
Amazing.
Wonderful. Now, honestly, I think our relationship moved really fast. Literally within...
I had to tie that down real quick.
Literally. No, but within weeks of meeting each other, we took some pretty big steps. And we do have another Q&A that we did where we explained pretty much everything, how it happened, how I was in a serious relationship not too long before we came along. But there was just something, like, people aren't kidding when you know. And I got a lot of shit for that, which respectfully so, I understand it. But here we are almost 3 years later, like basically married, with a baby, and our relationship couldn't be any stronger, honestly. Like, we got a couple on how we deal with relationship issues and communication and tips and stuff like that. So how do you say we deal with our problems? What are your situations?
I mean, guess to answer. I mean, for me, there's always a long ass answer. For
yeah, no, Jesus is horrible. I'm like, come on, spit it out.
Detail.
In short, babe, in short, how would you say?
In short, I guess I come in respectfully with what I have to say, really. I mean, ego aside, and I just talk to you, and I trust that you're gonna listen to me. I mean.
Do you and Jesus plan to buy a house or keep renting?
We're planning on buying a house.
Yeah, honestly, that was our plan from the get-go. And this just goes to show how freaking fast life moves. We re-signed our lease, and I'm just like, oh my God, we're signing this lease for the 3rd time. Like, what the fuck? Like, we're only supposed to be here a year, but things happened. COVID happened. A lot of things happened. I got pregnant. I stopped working on my business. Just a lot of things happened, which is totally okay. And I don't feel like we're in a rush, but we definitely made that a priority this year. Last year, we were obviously pregnant and, with Joel and stuff like that. So our priority now at this point is to plan on getting a house. We want to make sure we're out so we do not have to renew again. But yeah, renting, honestly, it's a sacrifice that for us is worth it. A lot of people, including our parents, are like, you guys are just wasting money on renting. But if we weren't renting, we'd be probably crammed into a basement or someone's house, someone's bedroom. So yeah, we are essentially wasting money, but I don't see it that way because we have our space, we have our home, we have our kids individually in the rooms, So if you are kind of like on the battle between like renting or buying a house and you can't necessarily buy one just yet, honestly, a lot of people see it as throwing away your money. I don't. For your sanity and for your families, to be comfortable, like, do it. And I mean, you gotta live somewhere, so at least be comfortable where you're living, even if you are renting and not owning. Where do you think your life would be if you never met your husband? Well, he's not my husband yet. I honestly do not know. I'd probably still be doing what I was planning on doing before I met you, which was literally just working and running my business and everything. But apparently I could do that even with him, so I guess.
Yes. Talking about. I thought you were gonna say some bullshit. My dream vacation.
Yeah. I'm assuming like where maybe, or what would include your dream vacation?
Well, what includes definitely just me and you, right?
So a couple vacation?
Couple vacation.
Same! And I do not feel bad about saying that.
Well, no, man, there's time and a place for everything, but
a dream vacation, let's think about
vacation.
it. As parents, hear us out. But yeah, a dream vacation, like, for sure. No kids included. No.
But I think somewhere romantic, definitely like Greece, Italy, Hawaii.
Well, as a couple, I think that might be like our dream vacation. Personally, a dream vacation of mine would be anywhere in Asia. More with beautiful like hikes and trails and mountains and greenery would be my dream vacation.
It's like Fiji and stuff like that.
Something.
That'd be nice.
How do you balance housekeeping and mom life/work? So this is a really hard question to answer, and I think it has a lot to do with us communicating and helping each other out. Honestly, those three things are full-time jobs in themselves, which is like housekeeping. That's a huge job. Being a mom, that's a big job. And working, that's our job. So doing all three is really hard for me, but we have found a balance, and we're okay with something not being up to par. Like if you want to work on something else is gonna get less attention or less time. Yeah. And we've communicated that we're okay with certain things or something like that happening because we're working on something else, and you just gotta prioritize, and that's how and where you'll find your balance. What comes first, and then you do that, and then second, then you do that, and then you just figure out what works best for you in the schedule, and make sure your partner's on board, your kids are on board.
I was gonna say it's important for the guy to
help.
I mean, if you think you're just gonna walk in here and just like not help with dishes, not help with dinner, not help with picking up your kids' stuff or with laundry and all that, it's just too much for you to do. So
it's enough.
You gotta
it's
help
too
out.
much for one person to do, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you get postpartum depression or anxiety, and if so, how did you deal with it?
I dealt with this.
How did you help me deal with it?
I just cried.
We both did. No, honestly, you guys, I knew I was prone to postpartum depression because I had it with Giovanni. So I told him, listen, like, this is a big possibility that it can happen again. And I told him all about my experience beforehand with Giovanni. And I kind of like warned him on what to do and how to help me snap out of it, because it's hard to know you're depressed or going through postpartum depression or even anxiety as you're going through it. So it kind of helped him help me in that sense. Even now and then, I still feel like I get little waves of it, but it does get better if you put in the work. So put in the work to communicate with your partner, like, hey, I need help, and delegate tasks around the house, because the last thing you want to do is be in charge of a whole baby, a whole household, your partner, work if you have that, and then still being depressed on top of it all. Like, it's a perfect cocktail for you to go down real fast.
I think it has a lot to do with the guy though, babe. Because
I mean, definitely,
you guys are gonna go through it, and you may not know you're going through it. Like you said, a lot of it, the guy has to understand that she's going through something, and it's not personal. I mean,
if you're going through postpartum, that means you made a baby, which means he helped. He should be vigilant on helping you.
Yeah, but a lot of guys take it personal, and they just like kind of attack.
Yeah, they don't see that you're depressed.
You're being this, and
like you're moody, you're sad, or you haven't cleaned up. Little do they know you couldn't even get out of bed. So it just goes letting them know, even before you have your baby. Here's a tip. You might think it won't happen to you, but it can happen to you. So be informed and inform your partner, like, listen, these are the signs to look for in the case that I do get it. Help me out. Baby blues, postpartum, it's scary. It's really scary. Maybe I'll do a story time on what I went through with Giovanni, because that was the scariest.
I mean,
postpartum depression.
I ought to go to work kind of freaked out too. Like,
yeah, you guys don't know this. When I talked about my postpartum depression, like, my mind went crazy. But anyways, that's for another story.
Yeah, stories and regular postpartum depressions and other stories that you hear, like,
are terrifying.
Stuff for kids, or that's scary.
Yeah. Moving on now, we'll do a little bit more like business questions, because I did get a lot of those. A lot of people were asking me tips on how to start a business or what you need to start a boutique or just side jobs in general. My biggest tip is to do your research and make sure it aligns with something that you really love to do, not just because you think someone else is doing it or because it's so easy for this person or look, they were so successful, I want to try it. So definitely find something that aligns with you, and then just go in on your research, watch YouTube videos. No one's going to hand you the answers, so just start the work, do the hard work, and do it now, and definitely go for it. A lot of people are intimidated by like such a saturated market, but don't let that even phase you. If there's a million boutiques, it's okay for there to be a million and one. So don't even worry about it. How do you and your fiance, where y'all be getting this information from?
That's right.
Keep the spark alive. So this is actually, to be 100% transparent, something that we have been dealing with. no, but honestly, it's something that we have been dealing with. It's really hard, right? To get lost in a routine of feeling like roommates. Yeah, how would you say you keep the spark alive? Appropriately. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, babe.
How I keep it alive? I mean, just definitely. I mean, again, it's gonna end up in communication for me.
And that's how you keep the spark alive, by talking to me?
No, but it's not just a simple answer.
Andale!
You answer first, go.
How do I keep the spark alive?
Yeah.
I want to say I initiate or bring up the idea of us doing something together. I'm like really shy. Like, believe it or not, I still get shy with him, but not because I'm not comfortable, but because I'm just genuinely like a really shy person when it comes to stuff like that. Like, put me in front of people, I will make friends, but anything else aside of that, like, I am not like flirtatious. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but so for me to initiate anything like that, like sparky vibes would be of like, oh hey, let's go out for drinks, or like we should go on long rides. And I feel, to me, that's what starts the spark. Is spark here code for sex? Because I need to know. Yeah, huh? Like, how do you keep the spark alive? Yeah, sex or the spark for me starts way before the actual act itself. So I have to be like mentally there, like feeling him already, like, oh my god, he helped me with the dishes, or oh my god, we went on a date.
Let's clean this whole place.
Or like, oh, we went on a like little ride, or like a little drive, like we held hands while at dinner. Like, it kind of starts there for me. And that's kind of what initiates, like, you're dating each other, which we are. So, well, that's what I do. I don't know. Jesus is the complete opposite. He is not shy. We'll just go for it at any time of the day.
Just
like,
try to stay flirty with you.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
text messaging.
Super. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Send nudes.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I do it.
Yeah, that's literally what Jesus does. So I guess it kind of works in a way, because
any random time, you need to make it happen.
Este sí es oportunista.
Damn kids.
Yeah.
There's two sides to this question for me. One, how do we individually keep the spark going and be attracted to each other and things like that. Yeah. And then there's with kids. Because, like this little guy, look at him. He's just in the middle of the bed, and it just gets tough. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat. You know what I mean?
So I guess to summarize, for me, it's just to kind of spark up like intimate things that could then lead to something happening. For Jesus was just literally, he still pretends like he's trying to fucking get me to go on a date with him. Like, he'll text me, he'll do this, he'll do that, you know? So
but you gotta switch it up, because the spark alive doesn't have to mean sex.
True. Like,
you gotta stay, you gotta pick it up in other places.
For sure.
Yeah.
How are you dealing with your postpartum body? I'm trying not to feel down about mine. Girl, I let that shit go. No, but I really did. Like, I really went through episodes of, okay, I'm working out, or like, oh, fine, I'm over it, I'm gonna drink the soda, and then again, okay, no soda, and then I'm gonna do fucking squats before bed. Like, I have come to terms that I want to change and I want to look good, Yeah. I also don't want to rush it, though. I feel like that's where I'm like figuring out a balance. But this year, our health and our body is definitely one of our goals. So I will bring you guys along for that one. But just know that be easy on yourself. Be gentle with yourself.
Definitely.
You did fucking create a whole ass baby inside of you. You're gonna have stretch marks. You're gonna have a little jiggle here and there. Like, it's okay. And definitely it helps that Jesus helps me.
I was gonna say, I guess my question to you, like does it help that I'm
I mean,
like,
it
I
helps
still
that
seem
you're
attracted.
Yeah, I can imagine going through your insecurities after your body changed so much, and still having your partner like looking at you like ew,
Like,
or like being disgusted or anything. I can't imagine like the girls that go through that. I'm just like, oh hell no, you know. He'll tell me here and there, and I'm just like, I don't believe you, but say it again. It's like then you'll be like, oh yeah, you like, you know, I don't want to say it.
Fat old ass. You gotta love it all.
The good, the bad, the ugly, and the jiggly.
The ugly and the jiggly.
Ooh, this is a good one. How has it been with adapting with each other's kids, and now with the one that you have all together? This is a good question for many reasons. If you guys are planning on dating someone with kids, this is a really real situation with your kids. So I have somebody else asked me, they thought all three were my boys and they all had different baby daddies. I'm like, espérate mía, tampoco. No, okay, so Giovanni, he's my baby. Jaden is Jesus, and then Joel is both of ours. In short, they're at that age where they kind of bicker and fight and argue, and they want each other's toy, and Joe looks up to Jaden, he wants to be like him, and then Jaden gets annoyed and they fight, and you know, so it's been really hard. The thing is, I just can't handle them fighting. I can't handle anybody fighting, like my nephews, Gio and my nephews, or just anything like that. So I feel like that's been the biggest challenge, but we have to see beyond the little fights. You know, we have to see that they live in the same house and we're going to be a part of each other's life forever, and just navigate the situation like one day at a time, and we don't let our feelings or that fight turn us into like a bigger fight, because it's super easy to be like, well, yours did this, or yours did that, or yours starts this, or yours starts that, you know, which has happened before. But what we do to help that is we sit them both down and explain, listen, this is our family, this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna solve issues, and go from there. I don't know if there's anything you want to add.
No, it definitely starts with us.
Yeah, it starts with us.
Because it could blow out of proportion real quick, you know.
And
they're boys. I mean, me and my brother used to fight all the damn time.
Yeah, for sure, but I don't like violence at all.
No, not like that. Just
like beat each other's ass.
No, bicker and argue and toys, and I want this and I want that, and they do the same thing, but it's just their stepbrothers.
Exactly.
And you know, that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah, so I punish Gio different than I do Jaden. Like, let's be real here. I know Gio's my stepson. I love him to death. I treat him exactly the same, but I will say that that's the one way that I don't do it. How are we now with Joel? Try to make the best when we do have either babies or all of them, which hasn't happened in a long time, but we just talk about it, plan ahead. We know when we get Jaden, we know when we get Gio. We try to do family functions when we have them all together. That's what we try to do. How did you overcome your emetophobia? Girl, I didn't. I still am super scared of throwing up. I think hypnotherapy worked. I just didn't continue. I didn't continue with the back end of it, which you still have to listen to like recordings and stuff like that. But I knew since I wasn't pregnant, like, what are the odds of me throwing up again? So I still get anxious though.
For real. I'll say my stomach hurts and you.
And I'm like, oh shit, mine does too.
Like last night.
Yeah.
I feel nauseous, but don't freak out. I'm good.
As a mommy, wifey, and business owner, what do you do for self-care? Honestly, I lack there a lot. I feel like for me, self-care is alone time. Honestly, what I do at the moment is I stay up on my phone till like 3 a.m. and that's my alone time, which is horrible because I need to sleep. But
I mean, it's kind of horrible, but not. Like, it's cool as fuck. Sometimes when I'm just watching TikTok all night.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really productive considering I have to get up and take Joe to school or take Joel to my suegras, etc., etc. But, you know, you do what you can. So sometimes going to bed late, but you stay up and you're just scrolling on TikTok, nobody's screaming your name, nobody wants food, nobody's fighting over something, then it feels good. Mama. For real. We're gonna have a special guest close out this video with us. So, mientras que traen al chiquitito, this is the last question that we're gonna answer to end off with, and it is an advice question, which I love. I kind of want to start doing an advice video where you guys send me like questions and I help you guys give advice.
He's smart.
Everybody, this is our little baby, Joel. But okay, ya vamos a terminar con el video porque este ya se está aburriendo ya. So it says, I need advice. I hate my job, but I can't afford to quit. Y me da vergüenza to downgrade jobs. What would you say?
I'll just, like, your job ain't worth your mental health.
So, but she can't afford to quit.
But she can't afford to quit.
So, this is what I would do. So, if you obviously can't afford to quit, that means you need the job. So, I would put up with it for a little bit longer, but be actively looking for something else.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, no job is worth your mental health. And I feel like as a generation, we're starting to, like, figure that out. Mental health is important and you want to be happy, right? And if it makes you miserable, then obviously you can't afford to quit. So do what you can at the moment, you know? So look for another job or look for something else you could be doing in the meantime, maybe a side job. But to second that, the vergüenza to downgrade jobs, girl, don't you ever. No, any job is a job and you should never be embarrassed. Think about why you would be embarrassed. Is it because of your parents? Is it because of what your friends will say? Anybody that genuinely cares about you will not be embarrassed for you. So you don't be embarrassed for you. Like any job is a job. You work in what you can, but at least vas a estar feliz.
Exactly.
Ew, you stinky. He's all laughing.
That was me.
You stinky, babas. Vente. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget about the giveaway. So yeah, follow. I keep saying follow. No, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and then comment whatever at this point. He stinks. I'm like echándote airecito. Like here, take the child.
Move a lot.
Yeah, he's wiggly.
Vámonos. Say bye. Let your mom go.
Yeah, you guys can go.
Bye bye.
Yes,
bye bye. Bye bye.
Ya se pueden retirar. But okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment whatever you guys feel like commenting so that you guys could be entered to win the giveaway. And also drop your Cash App or your PayPal. I realized it was going to be a giveaway to my boutique, which I don't need either or. I just would need your email. But whatever works, whatever's fast, we will do. So yeah, thank you guys and Happy New Year. Best wishes to you and your whole family. And that's it. I'll see you guys in my next video.